One of the things I've seen said on the internet is that people are worried because they've heard some very bright sounds come out of the synthesizer. And I think it's important to remember that this synthesizer is a powerful synthesizer. So it's not going to give the same tone to every single thing it does. You're in charge of the tone, and you're capable of giving it a tone that suits your intent. So when you're talking about, there are bright brassy sounds, there are thin nasal sounds. You've got a resonant high pass filter. You can make a mosquito buzzing. However, if what you're really looking for is a bright rich sound or a dark rich sound or a fat sound, it's capable of those things too. I've seen too many people say, well, what about the Prophet 5, this, that, and that? This synthesizer isn't the Prophet 5, it's the Prophet 6. It's not a remake, it's the next step. It's more powerful. However, it does do similar things and have similar sounds. So I've made this sound to be the sound that will be used as we demonstrate various effects that exist in the synthesizer, and it's this. It's a very rich, fat sound. It's nothing brassy, nothing thin. And for your punishment, you're going to have to listen to it while we go through all of these effects. Okay, so first, let's talk about the effects that are present on the Sequential Prophet 6. Over here in the effects section that you've been watching just sit there with off. Shortcoming of mine is, well, I don't know if it's a shortcoming. I just really enjoy analog synthesizers being celebrated for their analog sound. However, if you need effects or you want effects, and I cannot deny that some of these effects don't make this thing sound amazing. Actually, they're all very nice effects. We'll see right now. Okay, here we go. It's on, but the effects are off. So let's make a first selection here. BBD, that's Bucket-Brigade Delay. This is the kind of delay that, this is an analog simulation of delay. Oh, and I should say something about these effects. While these effects are digital, they are created in a separate audio chain, and then they're converted back to analog. So still, you're going to have analog output with this synthesizer. So fear not about the fact that the effects are digital. They sound great. Let's listen to them right now. Okay, first, we have this Bucket-Brigade Delay, which is meant to emulate the analog delays of the past. One of the characteristics of the Bucket-Brigade is that the sound sort of degrades as it repeats and diminishes. So we have the knob here. We have it set to A, so we're deciding what effect exists in the A bank. And then we have mix, which helps us decide to what mix the effect is. I'm going to put it right at 50 for this. And then these other knobs are for deciding various, there's two functions per effect, and you are deciding what those parameters are for those two functions. I think number one is going to be time, which will allow us to do this. And then 2 is going to be feedback, how many times the echo occurs. Okay, so yeah. You're capable of creating that horribly distorted noise I just made. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we have feedback and time, and you can mess with time and feedback in real time, creating really cool effects like that. So I say this thing about effects, but here I am like, I can't stop playing with this delay. I'm sorry. Anyway, so that's the Bucket-Brigade Delay. Say that one time fast. Okay. The next one is a digital delay. And this one, when you turn the time down into the lower numbers, you can get kind of a flange effect. But it is a digital delay. So that's basically how that one works, and it's the same setup, I believe, for these two functions. The next sound we have is the chorus. And you'll notice these functions are not changing, so we may have to adjust for each sound. Of course, when you're using this, you would save it as a part of the preset. So I'm adjusting it because I'm not using a preset. Wow, that's pretty serious. Our fat sound has just gotten fatter with the inclusion of this nice chorus effect. And I might also point out that you're hearing this in stereo. Yeah, very nice chorus effect. Next we have a phaser, and this is the more intense of the two phasers. The top, number one is going to be your speed, and number two is the depth, I think. Very nice. We have a less resonant phaser that comes up next. Which could be much more subtle. Which is very nice. And that's it for effect A.